Greetings, sprouts and beans. This week we were cooking. Didn't actually write anything, but the idea of what I'm gonna write is awesome. So that's great. The world is still unfinished, but the biggest thing that I have done is something called an umbra. So the umbra is a creature that forms a bond with someone when they're born. The umbra then grows with the person, developing attributes based on how that person sees the world, what motivates that individual, and how that individual views themselves. And then through this bond, the umbra is able to give their owner power to affect the world around them. When the city our story takes place in was founded, the kingdom sent all of the criminals into it to populate it. This was done in an effort to purge the kingdom, and then they had a high ranking noble family rule over the city to ensure that the chaos was contained in the city and didn't spread out to the rest of the kingdom again. Basically, I would just think of them like this. So now in the modern day, the city has settled into its own little civilization. The nobles still rule and regard all of its residents as filth due to some criminal activity that's been happening and the residents' heritage. This is despite the fact that many of the citizens are actually really good people. So the descendants of the criminals are, for the most part, just average people trying to get by. Their living conditions are pretty bad, and they harbor a lot of resentment towards the criminals in the area because they believe they're the reason that the nobles won't see them any differently. The criminal activity in the city is pretty much almost entirely gang related. The gangs are made up of people who just never had a chance to learn anything else, thought they would be better able to live a quality life this way, or they're tired of trying to prove the nobles wrong about who they are when the nobles will only see them as scum. Our main character is a young boy around 15 years old, and his family is part of the working group of people. So they're not the criminals, but they're not the nobles. They're just a group of people just trying to get by. And while his father and oldest sister were at work, there was an accident which led to his father's death and it crippled his oldest sister. So he was left to provide. And so, not sure what to do or how to do it, he turns to a life of crime and he gets inducted into the biggest gang in the city. And so, the story is going to follow him as he tries to navigate life, navigate what to do, what's the best way to go about it. And I'm pretty excited. It's going to be really interesting. And I'm excited to flesh it out more and actually start writing it. That's everything for this week. I will catch you later, Gators. I'll see you next week.